Hi, I'm Nadia Solomon. I'm hanging out with one of my 14 kids in his bedroom, and you're following us exclusively on RadarOnline.com.
Goodbye.
Okay. Thank you. Say Isaiah.
Yeah.
Say hi. Is your brother? Is that your brother? Ew. He says ew when he spits up, or he's just spitting out some of the milk. Say Isaiah. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. You want to give him a kiss? Aw, thank you.
You said the other day that you had absolutely no idea, not even in your wildest dream, could you imagine that there was going to be so chaotic.
No.
Especially the homecoming of the babies.
No,
now,
I didn't.
How could you not?
I could. Yeah, that's. My friend told me she was reading something. I don't read any of that junk. But she said some blog said some people were saying, "Oh, what a joke! She's lying and this and that." No, I'm not. It's a defense mechanism. I'm using denial. I'm denying it, and I keep telling my head and rationalizing over and over. Next week it's going to die down. Next week after that it's going to die down. It's going to go away. It's eventually going to be to the point where we can leave and have privacy, and no one follow us. And I was joking. I was kidding myself, lying to myself when I was like, it's not going to be that bad.
Everybody noticed the day the babies came home that as you were walking in with the babies and you were putting them on the floor for everyone to see them, your mom was not there. She did not greet the babies. She said nothing about the babies.
No.
She did not even come up to them, nothing. What's your reaction to that?
My reaction is that the truth of my mom will come out eventually. She's my mother. I respect her. I love her. She disrespects everything I ever say, everything I ever did, and for years and years and years. And she says she says she does. I do believe she cares about her grandchildren, but she doesn't. She's not very attached to. She doesn't want anything to do with the babies.
As a mother with octuplets. It's understandable that there are a lot of people that are looking out for the baby's best interests.
Sure.
And in a way, you could say that as a mother, you've been overpowered by a higher power. How do you feel about that? Like, they're making the decisions. They're the ones that are deciding what's best, what's safest.
Right.
They're kind of deciding when the babies leave and when they don't.
Right. Well, sure. Yeah, I know what you mean. Sure, there's a bias. There's definitely a bias there. You know, if it were a couple, married, or just together, two people together who had 8 babies, this probably wouldn't be happening, or wouldn't be as dissected as it is and under a microscope, you know, and scrutinized like it's being. So since it's me, I'm single, I mean, of course, the first thing anyone would think is, how on earth could she handle it? She can't handle it. She needs this control, or else they're going to all be taken away, and she'll fail, and she won't be able to take care of them, and, you know, I believe that's all subjective. All of it is subjective. It's going to take a long time to prove not only to myself, but to the world that I can be a very good mother, and I can take care of these kids.
If it wasn't because of all of people like Dr. Phil, Angels in Waiting, the opportunities that have been given to you in terms of just the possibilities that you're talking about when it comes to being able to provide for your children. How would you have done it?
Had I not been offered a couple little opportunities to, you know, secure some resources for them, I wouldn't have been able. I would be forced. I would have been forced probably to get assistance till I was completed with school, and then I again would have been forced to work, I don't know how many hours a day to support them as a counselor.
So in terms of assistance, can you be more specific?
Oh, assistance, government assistance.
One thing is for your mom and you to have different opinions of each other and clash like that very often. But I've noticed that your mom likes to do it in front of anyone and everyone. The media, even if there's cameras around outside, she likes to cause some kind of a scene knowing that everybody else is going to be there when she has something to say.
That's interesting that you put it that way. I never reflected on it like that. She is probably that way. She wants to be heard. She needs a voice. And I guess we could, psychoanalyze her and say, oh, maybe in her childhood she had no voice. She didn't. She was oppressed significantly as a child in post-war Germany after the Holocaust, and she had a very abusive childhood, and she really didn't have a voice. She was always dismissed as a child, and what did she do? She perpetuated that cycle and is always completely dismissed and disrespected me growing up. I'm sure she loved me, but she never showed it. She never, expressed her love. She never was affectionate, and I think I knew she loved me, but children need to know that. They need to be shown that constantly, and she never did. So my goal is to write a book, and everything will be disclosed in that.
Are you obsessed with children?
Am I obsessed with children? I'm obsessed with being as good of a parent as I possibly can be. I'm obsessed with their health, their safety, and their well-being. So yes, I'm obsessed with that aspect of children, of my children. Thanks for coming to visit me. See you tomorrow. And